all green. There's no reason to stagger them when we're not racing, guys. We want the power to hit, bam, and go, not smooth. So, anyway, guys, that's about it. I'm going to get my chainsaw fixed here. I'm going to put the new chain on it, go over there and cut up those trees, and then we're going to start, finish breaking in this Rex. So, I told you I'm getting another Rex Legend Monday. I'm going to order it. It's going to be modded by RB Mods. Rick, I have faith in Rick, regardless of what the Muggy Maniac says. I know John was implicating that that's BS, what Muggy was saying, and that Rick is a really good modder. So don't let people steer you in the wrong direction, guys. Yes, maybe Lance has dinos and this and that, and he's probably extremely well. Probably
maybe he has dinos? You have no idea what you're fucking talking about.
Modding.
Idiot.
But I do know
you know nothing about modding.
For Mr. Bodegel to go to RB Mods. That's why I'm going to RB Mods. I don't care what anybody else says.
You're going to RB Mods because you're trying to suck John's dick.
Engines are damaged is because they're not taking their time to properly set that engine up. I think it's user error. I don't think it had anything to do with Rick at RB Mods.
Okay.
The reason that engine blew or that crankshaft broke. I think it was the person that put the engine together and the way the engine was maintained. That's why. So, and then also the fact that the tuning on that engine is not properly dialed in also. So, you got to be...
Oh, it's not. Okay, well, if that's true, the tuning on that Pico P3.28, you want to see what the tuning on that P3 was? Let me show you guys the tuning. This Mr. Potato Head, again, sorry I have to do this video, but I'm going to call bullshit, and I'm going to expose him and give you facts, evidence, and proof that he has no idea what he's talking about. He's talking out the side of his neck, out his ass. He knows nothing about mods because he owns one mod that he knows nothing about. I mean, I hate having to do these videos, but I'm not. And the Muggy will not stand by and let some moron like Mr. Potato Head, aka Chris Tinner, slander me. Okay, now let me show you guys, okay, what the video of the P3 Pico .28 that I filmed before it blew, it threw a connecting rod right after I was done doing this video. So, and you tell me by looking at this video if that P3 was tuned properly. Okay? That Pico P3 was tuned, it was dialed. Money. Okay? Right here. This is the video of the P3.28 Pico modded by Rick at RB Mods. Now you tell me that this thing isn't dialed.
Oh shit, it just kicked a bunch of rocks on me. Dang it. It sounds, I mean, the thing that I enjoy the most, obviously I love modded motors. This is next level. John Bodegel was very, very, very distinct when he said next level about nitro was modified engines. Now, if you're not next level, because there's some people that think they are, because they own it, a modified motor, even though they've never ran it on video, or they own a quality race kit, even though they've never ran it on video.
I mean, listen to that. Does that look like
I don't know why anybody would have modified
like it's
motors
not tuned properly?
And badass whips and never run them on video, or, I don't know, maybe they're just too busy.
Idle drops right away.
Try to give you the Muggy scrub camera work here. Check the fuel. Or I'm going to set you down. I don't even know. I haven't even adjusted my low end at all. Period. So I don't even know how long it's going to idle. I guess we'll find out, right? New in the box. and he's willing to make a trade. So we're gonna work a deal out. I don't know what he wants. I've got, you know, whatever motors he wants, but I want that motor, and I will break that one in stock, bone stock, to see what it has. Remember, I never broke this motor in. A lot of people told me that, you know, people that had more experience than me, which I listen to, and not just anybody. I don't listen to guys. I don't care if they got 30 years experience. I will take the advice over a professional race tuner and somebody that's a pro, like an Adam Drake or a Mike Krodick, you know, or a Ty Tessman, you know, or Tim Tebow, Mayfield. These guys that race, I will take their advice over
Dialed.
anybody.
Money.
Oh yeah, she's getting busy. I almost
Running
getting it.
rich as hell.
This motor is nasty. I love this motor. This is the first time I've ever ran it in the Techno. I ran it in my Mugen button.
And it's stock. It's not even modded. I pulled it apart. Okay, so you guys seen that's bullshit. Okay, so Mr. Potato Head's gonna say that I don't know how to tune. Okay, or that, not that I don't know how to tune, but that my tuning has something to do with it. Idle perfect. Perfect. Turn it upside down. Do the microtic test. Flip it back. Rip it.
Low end is okay. It's not perfect.
I don't see nothing wrong with that tune. Okay, so we know that that's bullshit. This video, right after I got done filming, was when the Pico snapped the connecting rod. And it was dialed in. Money. That's why it really blew me away that even happened. Okay, now, this is the video that you guys have seen or might not have seen that I put up. When I put, and it's funny how people, you know, are sidestepping the fact that Rick Brake at RB Mods did not modify my Pico P3 because I pulled it apart, so, and it wasn't modified. Okay, that's a fact. Okay, now watch this video. This is where I show you that
could not be his work. I don't know. I mean, he didn't really do that much work or do any hardly.
Okay, and I didn't. Also, I didn't blame the connecting rod.
The only thing that has
snapping
normal work done on it is the crank.
On Rick.
Okay.
Okay. All I did.
No, but I know enough now.
Is show you that he didn't do any work to it.
Now this is the engine that Rick Brake did at RB Mods. He modified this Pico. Okay?
Supposed to modify.
This is the P328 you guys have seen me run. Now I want to tell you guys something before I get into this. When I got this motor, okay, this engine.
What I'm gonna say there is that
that's why
I didn't know a lot about mods.
Do your homework. If I would have done my homework, I would have found out what I'm gonna reveal to you guys a long time ago. The only reason I found out is because I snapped a connecting rod and I pulled apart this motor one time before, but like I said,
and for the record,
his name is Chris. His channel
Don Foss has a video, RC, and you guys know how, and I wouldn't even mention this guy's name because you guys know how I feel about Don Foss.
Really
go look up, he has a video where he does an unboxing or about a motor that he got modified by Rick. He opened up the back plate and there was a washer inside of it. Luckily he didn't break that motor in or that thing would have blew up.
Here it is right there. Look at that.
So there's the connecting rod.
It was a clean snap. Really crazy. Was I running it lean? No.
Does that look lean to you?
Does that look lean to you?
That's pretty rich.
No.
Look at the carbon buildup.
Here's the button head. Does that look lean
Look at the
to
button
you?
head.
If it was lean, it would be
If
shiny
it was lean,
and
it wouldn't
chrome-colored.
be
It wouldn't be dark
built
chocolate
up
like
a
that.
carbon like that.
Okay, look at the ports.
The
Does
ports,
that
look
lean
at
to
all
you?
that
Look
burn
how
on the
poor-
ports.
Actually, you could tell how rich I run.
Because I run
shit.
rich.
Okay.
If you guys ever
Look at
watch my
that.
videos,
Okay.
you know I run rich.
So
I always run
anyway,
rich.
I am gonna get another one of these. Now another thing, plus when I send him my new one, he is also gonna hook me up doing the modifying, and he's going to throw ceramic bearings. And
by the way, before we get back into this, what I'm calling potato roast, we're roasting some potatoes, okay, for the next 20-30 minutes, because I'm not going to let Mr. Potato Head, aka Chris Tinner, dumb shit, slander me. I haven't mentioned him on any of my videos, and he just can't do his thing, and he just does not learn. So he needs to get bitch slapped by the muggy, okay, because he always talks out his ass. He doesn't do his homework. He has he doesn't know nothing what he's talking about. Okay, his whole 8-month career in sealed back nitro motors is nothing. I didn't even start doing my first mod till over a year. Okay, almost 2 years before I got into modded. I think it was closer to 2 years. Okay, so anyway, shout out I want to get, before I get all fired up again, let me give shout out to our Chris 1/5 RC. Okay, because he finally, and I didn't know if he was going to do it or not, and I told him I understand. He decided that he's going to, we worked out a deal, and he will be sending me a brand new, just like this motor, Pico P3.28, okay? And I was just going to have him ship it from his place to Lance to get it modded, because that's where it's going. Lance has got big plans for this motor, and it will run against Rick's motor, and I will put it on video. So this is not even over. This is just beginning, okay? I already proved to you guys on video facts that RCR modded 28.8 Rex Legend outperforms the RB modded. Okay, now that RB modded 28.8, it's okay. Okay, I mean it's decent, but compared to RCR, the one that Lance did, not even close. Whole nother level. And also for the record, fact, go do your homework. Lance is the only modifier that laps pistons. Nobody out there right now modding laps pistons because they don't have the equipment and they don't know how to do it. Okay? That's a fact. Go do your homework. Don't believe me. That's a fact. Okay? You can call Lance and ask him, and you can do your research. Okay? He has dynos. He has motor baths. He has the best technology. I mean, come on. Who of all does Rick make his own motors or his own pipes? No. Lance makes and designs. You seen that article on this video? Go watch this video. My proof why RC Renew mods are superior. Where I read you the letterhead on Neo Buggy. That's a very popular online magazine that tells everything that's going on in RC, Nitro, E-Word, and all that. And they did an article Pico did an article about how Lance is like top notch. Okay, engine builder and modifier. Okay, that's Pico. I don't see any of these other guys, RW, AMR, Rick. I don't see them getting reputable just because guys say, oh well, he's good. What? Listen, I have proof. Again, you're seeing me take apart a motor. And like I said, Lance is going to do that motor, but I'm getting it, having 1/5 RC send it to me, and I will open up a bone stock P3.28, and we will look at it on video and compare it to the modded one, or not modded one actually, that Rick did. And you will see that he did nothing. So I'm going to reinforce that again, because a lot of people even looking at this video, you don't even know modded from stock, because not a lot of people are running mods. Okay, most people are dealing with, just bone stock, whatever they're running. Okay, so when I get, probably sometime next week, when I get my P3.28 from 1/5 RC, brand new bone stock, I will open it up and we'll look at it together and we'll compare it to the one that Rick supposedly modded, but he didn't. So anyway, Watch the rest of this.
The other Pico, and I mean that Pico that I'm going to
So
get.
shout out to
by
Chris.
Lance,
Thank you, Chris.
it's same as this motor, but when Lance does that Pico, I guarantee you, I already know that motor is going to be badder-asser than this or any motor I have. Okay? That motor might even spank that ass on LRP .32, depending on what Lance does to it. I'm telling him go full tilt. I want that thing just beast mode. Full beast mode. Don't hold back. Drag mod, whatever you got to do to it. So anyway, when I opened this engine up, I was very, very disappointed. Obviously, Rick modded this. Now, I'm going to show you why I was disappointed. Am I disappointed because the connecting rod broke? Hell yeah, I'm disappointed. I almost cried. This is only... You guys see that? See the little scar on the side of the sleeve? But that's not a big deal. That can be smoothed out. I mean, everything else is fine. It just needs a new connecting rod, and it's good to go. But when I opened it up, I started looking at this, and like I said, last time when I looked at this a year ago, I didn't really know what I was looking for. And I'm going to show you, and this is just what, I'm going to let you guys be the judge, especially guys out there that know, okay? A lot of you newbies, a lot of you rookies, you don't know. No offense, but you don't know shit from Shinola. You're too new, and hopefully you will learn. When you get a motor modified, I don't care who does it, open it up, know what to look for, go watch some videos, ask somebody, whatever. Know what modded and stock look like, okay? I should have recognized it when I first got this back, but like I said, I didn't know what I was looking for. So as I opened this up, because the connecting rod broke, much to my disappointment, this motor was barely touched. Rick at RB Mods, he didn't really do anything to this motor. I know his work because he did a lot of work to my Novarossi 28.8. Now, none of my motors, this is the only one, is the Pico. And I'm going to tell you my theory of why this happened. And this is just my theory. It doesn't mean it's fact because I have no proof yet. But it makes a lot of sense to me. And especially from what Lance told me, too. Remember, Lance worked for Pico. He knows Pico's better than anybody. So who else wouldn't I want to send a Pico engine to get modified by? Lance. And he's told me on numerous occasions, guys from AMR, guys from RW, they call him, which is funny, they call him asking him at one time, how do you mod a Pico? Because the Picos are different motors. Just because you can mod the Novarossis and all these other motors, Picos are different. Normal for Rick. Rick is known for doing a lot of crazy fan work, fangs, which is these little, they call them fangs, these little parts that come down off the ports. Rick is known for that. And on my 28.8 Rex Legend, oh yeah, he did some serious port work. This Pico sleeve that he supposedly modded
Bode stock.
has not even been touched. It's stock. Look at it. Okay? You were looking, this is the exhaust port. Okay, we'll start at the exhaust port. You see any mods there? None. There's, look at, those fangs are completely stock. Stock. None whatsoever. I'm wondering if that's, know really a lot about mod. There's no port work done to this thing.
None. Only thing he barely touched was the crank.
That's not running lean. I mean, that's pretty rich.
Yeah, so
Let me show you the
for
crank.
somebody to say
First off, look.
that the connecting rod snapped because, I mean, he didn't even ramp.
Crank fill at all. Now, some
No
people
crank
say,
fill at
well,
all.
Because of the way the crank is, it's
Anybody
designed,
knows
it
when
doesn't
you
really-
mod
doesn't matter.
a motor, you do a crank fill.
When you mod an engine, unless you don't
Look,
know what you're doing,
there's no crank
which
fill.
I assume Rick does, you crank fill it. Because what you want to do, look, that crank isn't completely smooth. It still has a little...
There's a notch on it.
You know
You
what I'm
need
saying?
to crank
That
fill it.
little
He didn't
bump in
even
it.
put crank fill. He didn't do anything to my
ramp up,
motor.
Totally smooth that out, okay? And that just, everything flows better.
So where is Mr. Za when these guys and Mr. Potato Head, when these guys are trying to say that my and I even on this video,
You can tell. There's a little
I didn't blame Rick. I mean, look, you guys watch this video. I didn't blame Rick. I said it could have been him. Maybe it wasn't him. I don't know. But that's not the point. The point is...
Tell him about that. There's no reason for me to. Why?
What are we going to do, argue? He's going to give me a free modding? I don't want mods from Rick anymore because of this. You know? Am I saying that Rick's an evil guy and Rick's shady and Rick's... well, I am saying Rick's shady. I changed my attitude on that, okay? And Rick will be exposed because I'm not the only one that had that's had issues with Rick. Okay? Now, I also want to read you guys this that me and Lance had a conversation, and what I did is he sent me the emails. Now the conversation started out as this. It says, I responded and I said, I will dig deeper into RB. A lot of guys said I was letting him. And Bodegel did a video, which John did, indirectly saying it's my fault. And now Mr. Potato Head wants to say the same thing. And that the Pico snapped the connecting rod and that I tripped, and that I stripped out the LRP crank, which I didn't. It snapped. But these guys are saying nothing about the fact that Rick did nothing to my P3 Pico. It's completely stock. We know that Mr. Za is protecting Rick because he's getting hooked up because he just got 6 engines modded by Rick. Laugh out loud. FYI, I'm also looking for another R5R Reds Team Edition like the one that Rick modded so I can send it to you. That way I have duplicates of 3 engines he did and you will mod and I will run them against each other. So we will be getting P3 Pico 28, Elite 5, Nova, and hopefully a brand new red. So anyway, so the next text that I got from Lance, when the next text from him was this. Lance said, yeah, well, he's just drinking the Kool-Aid. Ignorance is bliss. Okay? Then the next comment after that was, Lance said there's been a lot of people pissed off at Rick because he didn't do anything to their engines. He says he hasn't showed me. He's got a video he's going to be sending me, so I will be uplinking that so you guys can see proof. He has a video that shows a customer of his that he told me about spent $5,000 with Rick, and he pulled apart 8 of the engines, and they were all untouched. I told him, see that you're not the only one. I hear about it all the time, and here's a video, and he has a video that he's going to show me about that guy. So this guy spent $5,000 through Rick, and he opened up 8 motors, and they were not touched. And he said, yep, that's true. So that John guy, which he's talking about, Mr. Za, is just getting hooked up. So he's just got his blinders on. Okay? And then I think the next one was it says, bottom line is, you're right. If anybody knew, this is Lance speaking, anybody knew what to look for and they pulled the engines apart, they would know that nothing was done. But they're too dumb to do that. Also, they don't test like I do, like you do. He's talking about me. If they took 2 engines, the same pipe, same clutch, same car, back to back, they would be able to tell the difference. But again, they're too lazy to do that. Okay? And then the next one was where he said, remember, he's the guy. Oh, I said, remember, he's the guy. Speaking of Mr. Zod, that backed up Neil at TNS on everything Neil did. He backed up Robin at ERMC, and we all know that. Robin owes a lot of people money still. Just Joe's, he still owes him $300, okay, which is the owner of ERCM, that do the M-bleed pipes, and they do mods in Canada and ECRM, and I said, man, he owes people money, $130, M-bleed pipes, look up ERCM, blah, blah, and I said, what's up with these Canadian people? They're shady. Okay, and then right after this, the last comment that he made, he said, yep, TNS is out of business because of that. How funny, he's always following shady people. So I'm not trying to talk, like, I don't like to bring John in the mix of this, but, you know, I'm not going to sit here and put up with people that want to try to slander my name and like that I don't know what I'm talking about, that I'm just making shit up. These are facts, okay? Lance has a reputable, more reputable background than Rick does, okay? Rick has a lot of complaints. Lance remods his motors all the time, okay? Even shout out to my brother from another mother, Gearhead Attic, okay? He got motors modded by Rick, and he ended up sending them to Lance to get them remodded, okay? So, because of the crappy work that Rick did. So, I mean, I'm not just talking out my rear end. I'm giving you guys facts. Now, another thing that Mr. Potato Head said about the contest. That's about the Rick thing. You guys believe what you want. I have proof, and I've given you evidence, and I will continue to give evidence, because when that Pico P3 bone stock comes from 1/5 RC, I will open it, a bone stock, brand new P3.28. Before I send it to Lance, I will open it up, and we will compare it to the P3 that Rick was supposed to mod, but didn't. Okay? Now also, here, Mr. Potato Head wants to say that oh, I said that Just Joe and 1/5 RC have... 1/5 RC doesn't even have a muggy. The guy right now that's in the front running is a guy that I don't even talk to at all. He pops up every once in a while. He doesn't do a lot of videos. His name's Floyd Brewer. Listen to my video. I told everybody this, that he was the front runner. So, and they do have a soft spot in my heart, but that's not why I'm you know. Okay, here we go. Now the base of the whip has to be an RTR, okay? So it could be, you know, whatever, Hyper 7, which is an RTR. It could be the low C RTRs. It could be a Muggy, which Muggies are pretty badass. They're definitely superior to an RTR low C. Okay, anybody with any brains in their head already knows that. That's a gimme. Okay, so, being that said, those guys, and you know who you are, that have the Muggies, I'm going to pick out the baddest one of them, you know, so far. Floyd Brewer and Just Joe are the front runners, okay? Now, the base of the whip has to be an RTR. What did I say again? Listen to that. Those guys, and you know who you are, that have the Muggies, I'm going to pick out the baddest one of them, you know, so far. Floyd Brewer and... What did I just say? Who? Anybody with any brains in their head already knows. Who? Have one. Who knows? Maybe I might have one in my club. Did I say... I would have to say, you know, give credit... Did I say Floyd Brewer? That's a gimme. Okay, so, being that said, those guys, and you know who you are, that have the Muggies, I'm going to pick out the baddest one of them, you know, so far. Floyd Brewer and... Ed already knows that. Floyd Brewer? What? Okay, so, being that said, those guys, and you know who you are, that have the Muggies, I'm going to pick out the baddest one of them, you know, so far. Floyd Brewer and Just Joe, Ed already knows that. That's Floyd Brewer and Just Joe. So, where, Mr. Potato Head, a.k.a. Chris Tinner, got 1/5 RC. Oh, the Muggies contest is rigged, blah, blah, blah. Floyd Brewer is probably going to win it. Go check out Floyd Brewer. He is also a good personal friend of the guy that you know that I can't stand, Mr. Foss. And like I said, you guys know how I feel about Foss and all the crap that we've been through and him talking about. Hey, I'm going to give a shout out to Don Foss. You know why? Because he was the first one, and I will honestly admit this, and I was wrong for not believing Don, because I didn't when he showed the video. And you guys can go watch the video. He found a washer inside a motor that Rick modded. He opened up the backplate because at least he knows to check your motors, and there was a washer in it. And at the time, I really didn't think, oh, well, I didn't know. Okay, that was some real shit. So shout out to Mr. Don Foss for exposing the truth, showing Rick Brake's carelessness. And he's not the only one. There's a guy, Michael Gear, got a motor modded and one that Rick didn't mod, and Rick said he forgot to mod. So there's tons of cases. Just go search on YouTube. Okay, it's not me, and I'm not trying to pick on Rick, but like I told you in the past, I had no problem with Rick until he fucks with my shit. So because he fucked me on that motor, okay, he's going to get, it's not a witch hunt. I will continue to expose him, okay? Again, when I get that P3 back, or when I get that P3 Pico, okay, the one that Mr. 1/5 RC, again, shout out to Chris, because he's going to sell it to me. It was like pulling teeth, because I understand you didn't want to give it up, but he knows what I'm going to do with it, and, you know, he knows I'm going to, you know, send it to the right guy. But anyway, when I get that Pico back, we are going to run it against Mr. Brake's bone stock Pico here that he did nothing to. Again, there's the sleeve. If it was running lean, there wouldn't be those dark marks around the port. I mean, look, even inside, I run my shit rich. Now, again, I'm not saying that it's seized because of what Rick did or didn't do, but it's highly probable, okay, since the only thing he touched was barely the crank, okay, but I'm going to get a bone stock P3 from 1/5 RC. We're going to take it apart, and we're going to put it, and you're going to see a bone stock compared to what Rick didn't do to this. And then when I get the motor modded by Lance, I'll bring it back, and again, we'll put a modded, real modded Pico P3.28 and compare it to what Rick Brake did. Or actually didn't do. So, again, Mr. Potato Head likes to talk out of his asshole because he never does his homework, and that's his biggest Achilles. His biggest, hugest issue, besides he's a dumbass, okay, and he just likes to stir shit up, and he likes to think that he can slander me and that I'm going to be quiet and not say anything. He knows better than that, okay? I will never, ever run or back down from anybody. Ask the Nitro Turd. And also, for the record, everybody that's going to be involved in this contest, the voting on who has the baddest ass whip, badder ass or whip, I'll leave it up to you guys. When the time comes for the contest to end in a few weeks, okay, I will do a video and I will ask for you guys to give your votes of these guys, and I'll have their names, and you tell me, based on you seeing their videos, because go look, they all have videos, or based on whatever videos that I can get from them, just in case they don't upload, you tell me who should be the winner. It's not going to be up to me. I'm going to leave it to you guys. That's fair. I'm not going to be picking, because, you know, that's what's fair. Even though it's my contest, I'm giving it away, and I can pick whoever I want. Here, we'll do that. That way there's no discrepancy that I'm biased or that I'm, whatever, that I'm favoring anybody. Okay? I will leave it up to you guys. But trust me, it's going to be hard to beat. Go look at Floyd Brewer's videos. He has one of the sickest. He has two of them. The Muggy that you need to see is the one that he did all the upgrades. It has a custom chassis. There is no RTR out there, truggy-wise, or even buggy, or anything out there that's as bad as that thing that he built. I wouldn't even run that thing. That is definitely a full-on shelf queen. That's where I would make an exception, and I would hang it up here. I would never run it, because he has the other one too that he can run. So he has two. So it's going to be hard to beat him. You know what I mean? But who never knows? Somebody can come up with something, you know. All you got to do is get a badass RTR, whatever it is, put a modded motor in there. You're almost a shoo-in. Like if you had a badass Losi RTR, whether it's a buggy or truggy, and you put a serious modded motor in it, or even an OFNA, and you put a modded motor in it, you could be up in the running. But it's going to be hard to beat that Muggy. Especially because Floyd's got that custom one that he has with every aftermarket part that they made before they actually discontinued everything. Man, I would... John, that whip that Floyd has makes John's Muggy look like like chopped liver, like nothing. So that's going to be the contest. So don't let some potato head idiot that wants to try to slander me and talk all this bullshit, okay, deter you guys from entering. I'm going to give somebody, I might even give a second place. Second place winner, I think I'm going to probably hook them up with a nice set of tools. They're not that expensive. They're like maybe 25, 30 bucks. And I really like these and I recommend them. Okay, these are by Yaw Racing. Okay, I might throw in a set of these, a brand new set of these for the runner-up. Okay, just out of the kindness of my heart, because I want to show and prove to you guys that I do care, that it's not about me. But I will not let some idiot like Potato Head that tries to slander me, okay, get away with that. He's always been, not, well, I won't say always, but for the most part, he's full of shit, okay, and he's only in this thing to try to gain subs, and he's just trying to, like he knows nothing about what he's doing. He's trying to figure it out. Okay, that's why his title is Come on My Adventure with Me. Yeah, come on my adventure of let's fuck things up together. Okay, excuse my language. Okay, I'm really being nice right now because when I seen that video that he did of him talking all that, and I haven't, look at the last however many videos, dozen videos, I have never even mentioned him at all. But yet he wants to make a video. And then the drinking thing, I gave a butt call, which was an accident. When I sat on my phone on my way to work, okay, I didn't even know his number was in there. I thought I deleted it, but because I was trying to call Elite. And next thing I know, I hear it ringing, and I look at the thing, and I'm like, well, what happened? And it says his name on it. And he answers in the phone, and I could have just hung up. Or, I mean, when I called, it rang once, and then I hung up. He called me back. And I was just going to let it ring, but then, I don't want him to think like, okay, well, why did he ring once and is he crank calling? So I was being a gentleman about it, and I answered, hey, what's up? And he said, hi, whatever. Hey, I was cool, polite. Hey, how's it going? How's the family? Is everything good? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and right away he's all, hey, call me tonight, call me tonight. Why in the hell am I going to call you? Because I butt called you? It was an accident. And whether you believe me, I really don't care. That's the truth. Okay? So, because of the butt call, he wants to say, oh, maybe I'm drinking. How dare you? How dare you try to insinuate that I've been clean and sober going on 5 years? I don't smoke pot. I don't do nothing. I'm clean. Okay? Nothing. And you want to say, oh, maybe I'm drinking. Oh, come on. Give me your bullshit. Like I said, and even Mr. Zaz even said, how do you let a guy talk shit to you and then turn around and be nice to you? Why does he do that? Because he's bipolar, probably. That's why. And besides, he's just an idiot. He's ignorant and doesn't know what he's doing. And like I said, every time he wants to talk and try to slander me, he's going to get right here, the muggy therapy. But no, not physically. He's going to get a verbal ass whooping, okay? All right, because he's talking out the side of his neck. And by another thing for the record, we're almost done here, but anyway, I don't know how somebody with a brand new Techno can rebuild the diff how many times. That's a complete idiot that doesn't know what he's doing. That's why. All the problems he's had, I've never had zero issues with the same NT 48.3. Never an issue. The only issue, one issue that I had was the bearing in the back. The same thing that he had happen. That's the only similar thing I had. Other than that, never had a problem with this tank. This tank is the original tank, and the guy that had this thing raced it a season. Yes, it was in mint condition when I got it. Okay, and because I take care of it, but I've never had issues. I've never seen somebody go through tanks and fuel lines and center diff issues that Mr. Potato Head had than anybody. I've never had those issues. So maybe he's the one that doesn't know what he's doing and needs to learn how to upkeep. Has nothing to do with techno. It has everything to do with the person that's upkeeping it. Okay? And he obviously doesn't know how to upkeep a techno, or he wouldn't be having all those problems. And don't give me that bullshit and blame it on techno. So there, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You want to try to say Mr. Potato Head, that it's my fault that that Pico threw a connecting rod. Okay, well, it's your fault that all that shit that's happening to your Techno, that all the problems that you've had, more than I've ever seen anybody on video, that's because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's why you have all the issues. This is the original center diff. Never had an issue with it. Ever. Tank, original tank. Sealed, airtight, I take care of it. Never had a leak in it. Fuel lines, never had a leak in it. Never had any of the issues that you had. Or with the Techno Buggy either. Okay? That's because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. So anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize to my real subscribers out there that deserve my undivided attention and deserve me to teach them and to help them and so forth and not waste their fucking time, excuse my language, because some retard like Mr. Potato Head, aka Chris Tinner, wants to try to slander my name. Okay, for the sake of trying to suck John Bodigel's ass is what he's doing. And for the record, and John might not like this, but Bodegel has told me he unsubscribed to Wookie, and he won't have nothing to do with him. So unless John changes his tune, okay, then, I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not going to hold anything back and sugarcoat nothing. Why do you think I've been doing this for 5 years, YouTube, and I've only got not even 400 subscribers? Why? Because I keep it real. That's why. That's why I don't have all the subscribers. That's why all these people love to hate the Muggy. They cannot go without watching my videos. So thank you, thumbs up people. I get more, or thank you, thumbs up, but also thank you, thumbs down. More thank you to thumbs down. Because every time you thumbs down, that's a view for me. And I guarantee you, the more you guys hate me, the more that you can't stand what I say or whatever, the more views I get. And guaranteed, you watch that video that the Mr. Potato Head uploaded with my name, Woogie is that you? Muggy is that you? Will have more views in the next few days than the last dozen videos that he did. Guaranteed. Watch. Mark my words. Do your research. Wait for the next few days, by Monday at the latest, and that video that he just did, talking shit about me, that says my name in his title, will have more views than all the dozen videos that he's done prior. Or maybe he will do in the next week or whatever he does them. Everybody that puts my name in their title jacks up because everybody wants to see what's going on with the Muggy. Everybody loves to hate the Muggy. I have so many closet subscribers. They just don't want to subscribe because they figured, well, that's the way they're going to get back at me. I'm not going to subscribe to him. Hey, keep viewing. I don't care if you subscribe. Keep the views coming. For the record, I got 80,000 views last year. Not bad for some guy that doesn't even have 500 subs. But people watch me because I keep it real. I don't pull punches. I tell it how it is. And everybody else out there are pussies because they won't ever tell you the truth. I will. I don't care what anybody thinks or anybody says. Or any way anybody feels. If you're a scrub, you're a scrub. It only means that you're a newbie and you're a rookie. Does that mean your whip is a scrub whip? Yes, it is. But does that mean that you're a scrub? No. Here, look. I have a scrub whip. That's an RTR, XTM Mammoth ST. Stadium truck. I call it my Muggy. That's a scrub whip. Does that mean I'm a scrub? No. So, if you have an RTR, it is a scrub whip because it's designed for rookies and newbies. But because you own it, doesn't mean you're a scrub. This means that's what it was made for. So don't get that twisted. And besides, scrub means newbie, rookie anyway. So anyway, where are we at? We were going to run the next video. I think I'm going to run tomorrow. We are going to give this Elite 5, Novorossi Elite 5, bone stock. We're going to give it a run and see what it does. I'm not sure on the pipes. I might just keep this pipe, which is the 9901 and the 41021. I like this pipe. But I also want to try the Triton 2148. This is a badass pipe. If you're looking for a pipe that outperforms the 9886 Novorossi and the 41032 header, this is the pipe. This pipe outperforms that pipe. And it's also good on stock motors too, not just modded. Okay, that's what I love about this pipe. And I'm getting another one of these, and I'm getting I think it's the 3034, or no, 2034, which Lance recommended because it has a lot of top end, but it has good and mid, but it's a screamer top end. So I'm gonna get that pipe. Like I said, again, shout out to Chris, 1/5 RC. Chris, I think his name's Chris San Pedro, something like that. But anyway, he, out of the kindness of his heart, man, because he's my brother and he knows I want that motor, he's going to sell me, we worked out a deal to where he's going to be sending me a brand new Pico P3.21, point 28, and we will be getting it modded, but first we will continue the saga of RB mods or not. Okay? And I hate to have to do this, man, but I'm not going to let people take advantage of people, and I'm not going to let people slander me at the same time. The only reason that people are jumping on the RB mod wagon is because of Mr. Za, and because it's $50. I wouldn't let the guy mod my motor. If he called me right now and said he was sorry, or said he apologized or whatever, which he never will, and said that he will do some motor work for me, I wouldn't let him touch my motors. He will never touch my motors. Lance is the real deal, Holyfield. He's the next level. I have proof of it, okay, because I have both these guys' motors. So that's the guy that will be modding my motors. And I can't wait, because this Pico P3, he's going to hook it up. He's going to put ceramic bearings in it and do some nasty work. So that motor will be coming in the next, I would say probably the next few weeks. So we're going to send that one in. We're going to send the Elite 5 in to Lance. And I'm also either going to send the Virtus if I can't find another R5R Team Edition. If I can't find a Team Edition, like this one here, the one that's semi-modded by RB Mods, I'll send him the Virtus. Either way, Lance is getting 3 motors. I'm going to start installing ceramic bearings in most of my motors. I'm just going to start running ceramic bearings. It just makes your motors last longer, and your bearings last a lot longer too. I mean, your bearings will last a lot longer, and it'll be less wear and tear on your crank and everything else. So, and as far as, Botagel, if you watch him break in, he runs about a gallon, close to a gallon of fuel on break-in. He runs a lot of fuel. So for people to say that he doesn't, you must not pay attention to videos. But, a lot of people, including Mr. Potato Head, a.k.a. Chris Tinner, has selective hearing and selective memory. So again, Floyd Brewer, he's the front runner right now. Sorry, Joe, even though you are my brother. Shout out to you, though. I mean, he has a badass muggy, too. But, I mean, you have a badass muggy, too. But let's face it, Floyd's is like next level RTR. So go check out Floyd Brewer. I recommend, and Floyd's, even though he's one of Mr. Foss's buddies, he's managed to stay pretty neutral. For as much far as I know, on comments and on for the record, he's never slandered me or talked shit about me, which is cool. That's why I'm letting him be in my contest, and like I said, he could walk away with this and get a free motor to add to his collection. He has some good motors. I also am ready to pull the trigger, probably if not this week, if not next week, but the week after, next couple weeks. I will be getting another buggy and another truggy. I might do both together, and then we'll do an unboxing, both of them. But I'm not sure yet. So anyway, I just hate that I had to do this video of such a long time, but I'm just not going to let some idiot jerk off freaking dumb shit like Potato Head slander me when he has no proof of nothing. Oh, well, John said this, John has never taken, again, not anything against John. Don't get me wrong, John. If you're watching this, I love you, and I love you as a brother, and you're my natural brother for life, and you're like a mentor to me, okay? But I keep it real. John has never ever on video pulled apart a nitro motor. Go do your homework. Don't believe me. The most extensive work he's ever done on a nitro motor is pulled. Now I'm talking on video. On video, I've never, and I watch every one of the videos he's made millions of times, more than anybody out there, okay? And he's never, ever pulled down a motor. Only thing he's done is replace backplate, pull off the pull start, that stuff. Backplate stuff, nothing. He's never pulled a sleeve out. He's never pulled a piston or a crank out or bearings out. I've never seen it on video anyway. So, he's never going to open Rick's motors, and I'd like to. I wanted John to open Rick's motors, show us all those 6 motors, what they look like. Let's see if Rick did some work to him. I know Rick did, because of course, he did, just in case John opens them up. You know, and I will be getting that link to Lance's, to the guy Lance knows that contacted him, that spent $5,000 through RB Mods and opened up 8 of the motors that Rick did, and they weren't even touched. And he knows what to look for. That's some bullshit. So if that ain't shady, I don't know what is. That's just crazy. Paying $100. Even now, you're paying $50 for a signature. So anyway, I'm going to just put this out there because people need to know. I don't want people to get taken advantage of. Okay? Like I said, I had no problem with Rick up until I seen that he didn't do anything. And I'm not even, and I never did say that. Look, the video, you guys go watch that video. I never blamed the snapping and the connecting rod on him. And look, you seen that I showed you. That connecting rod braking has nothing to do with anything that I did to the motor. It was running rich, okay, not lean. I maintain my motors better than anybody out there. And I can say that with a straight face. Okay, and you guys know how I am. Alright? So, it had nothing to do with me, and I didn't say it had anything to do with Rick. And even Lance said that. Sometimes, because of the tolerance, because of those tolerances are so tight, that, you know, he recommends after you break in Picos, change the connecting rod. That's how tight those things are. So it's not like it's never happened before. Okay? But the whole point of that video was that Rick didn't touch my P3. I paid him the money, and he didn't mod it. Okay? Not even a crank fill. Okay? I have the evidence. It's in the box. I have it. Okay? Proof is, seeing is believing, so I'm not making that up. So the fact that Mr. Potato Head would say all this bullshit is like ludicrous. So anyway, that's all I got, people. There's an hour. Haven't done one of these in a long time. Unfortunately, the hour had to be me defending myself once again. Okay, all I'm doing is defending myself because somebody tried to slander my name and drag my name through the mud. And that person doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing in the first place. So good luck to him. That is just like putting a wedge deeper and deeper and deeper between our ever existing. Like this is just, he's throwing gas on the fire. I will never have anything. I don't hate the guy because that is a strong word. Okay, and again, he will say, oh, but I really care about you. I really, you know, you're really my brother. I really love you. And turn around and tell me to fuck off and tell me I'm an asshole. That's some bipolar shit. If that ain't bipolar shit, I don't know what is. Who calls somebody names and tells somebody that they're an asshole and whatever and slanders their name and then has the balls to say that, oh, they love him? I'll tell you who. Mr. Potato Head, a.k.a. Chris Tinner. Idiot. So, all you guys subscribe to him. I don't know what's worse. Watching his videos or looking at his subscribers and the people that subscribe to him. Oh my God. You guys believe that shit that he feeds you? You're as ignorant as he is. That's even more laughable. Is the fact that these people that make these comments and are bliss and blind, like Lance said, they're drinking the Kool-Aid, man. All you people that are woogie, potato head followers are drinking his bullshit, his Kool-Aid. He's selling you bridges, and you guys are buying them by the boatload. Well, shame on you. Ignorance is bliss. But anyway, I won't deny any newbie that comes to me in a professional manner and needs help. I will help anybody I can. So I'm cleaning up. I just redid the MBX7 RT chassis with the carbon fiber. Okay. So cool thing about it is for $10 you get 6 feet long by 4 feet wide of this stuff. If you guys need part numbers, let me know. And yeah, we're tearing it apart. I'm probably going to be up for another, who knows, I might not get any sleep. But I got to tear this thing down, do a clean job on it, put it back together. It'll probably take me an hour or two. I'll probably be up till 4 in the morning. That way this thing is ready to rock and roll, because you guys know I don't like a dirty whip. You know, before I run another whip, I got to make sure all my whips are clean, one at a time. So anyway, that's all I got. By the way, if you even at least Mr. Zah, you know, he's never going to change on that. That's for sure. That is the best fuel money can buy. Remember, you got to pay for quality. Okay, so quit bitching, quit complaining, grow up, put on your man pants, look in the mirror, reach down between your legs, see if you got the same pair of balls you were born with. Okay, think for yourself. Don't let people dictate, you know, with their bullshit. Okay, do your own homework, do your own research, do your own study. You search the facts. Okay, that's all I ever do. I don't just talk out my ass like Potato Head does. So anyway, that's all I got, people. Next video you will see, we will be getting this first time run of the Elite Novarossi Elite 5 in the Techno buggy, ripping ass, getting it dialed in. So that's all I got, everybody. Okay, anybody I forget? Oh yeah, shout out to um, Elite RC. Me and him just got through talking not too long ago. Man, he's always got my back. Never ever, I can trust that guy, you know. And he's more of a fit scale guy right now, but he's always got my back. So, and the other guys do too. You know, 1/5 RC's got my back. Just Joe's got my back. Connor Whipkey's got my back. Shout out to Nitro Nation. That guy from Canada is doing good things. Go watch him. Shout out to you know, again, Floyd Brewer. You know, keep the videos coming. Go check his channel out. You know, and like I said, even shout out to Don Foss, man, because the guy had the guts and had the nuts to show what he found with Rick's when he opened up a motor that Rick did. Go watch the video. It's still up. Found a washer in there. Man, good thing you didn't fire that motor up, man. That thing would have been done like dinner. So anyway, that's all the Muggy's got. Okay, shout out to Gearhead Addict, aka Trevor. Shout out to also oh, Lights Out. Where you at, bro? I'm waiting. Lights Out. Where is my Novarossi 28.8 Rex Legend and my LRP crank? I need to get those put back together. I know he sent it. I'm just waiting. Hopefully it didn't get lost in the mail or whatever. But anyway, give me a shot. Let me know what's up. And who else am I missing? Oh, also shout out to Nitro RC Addict. Not Nitro Addict. That guy's a dumbass too. And that other guy, Troy Anderson, the guy with all of his teeth missing from Australia, whatever, with his piece of shit Alpha. Alphas are garbage. If you guys don't know this, let me tell you. Facts. Lance Hedman, go do your homework again. Worked for Alpha. Ryan Lutz, when he ran those motors, the internals were not even Alpha internals. He used Novarossi internals because the Alpha internals are a piece of shit. So for the record, Alpha motors are garbage. Go do your homework. Go ask people that do engine work and are engineers like Lance. He worked for them, so he knows. Anyway, that's all I got, people. The cave is coming along. It's getting kind of in a disarray because we're wrenching. It's like 1 in the morning, whatever it is here in West Coast, and I'm going to be wrenching for a few more hours. But anyway, that's all I got, people. Remember, whatever anybody says, don't believe what they say. Go do your research first. Go by facts, not by what comes out somebody's. Well, in Potato Head's case, it didn't even come out of his mouth. It came out of his ass and the side of his neck. So anyway, that's all I got, people. And I will be bringing you the upload to show you the guy that spent $5,000 through RV Mods, and he had opened 8 motors on video, and none of them were touched. None of them. Okay, that will be coming next. Okay, all right, people. That's all I got. Peace.